Hello, I'm Matt, otherwise known as That'll Do, and this is my John Deere 108. Now, I got this tractor in a package deal with this tractor and another one. This video is on the 108, so I need to get that deck off, so I'm going to pull it into the shed, or at least under the awning, and oh look, a bonus socket. Isn't that nice? All right, so 5 hours later, that thing is off the lawnmower. Now, the only thing that really took that long is this tiny little pin. This took hours. I eventually got it by taking a bunch of old wire here, looping it around inside that cotter pin, and tying it to a screwdriver and just pulling for about 30 minutes, and it finally slipped out. I was getting worried because the way that the deck is set up, it was completely boxed in, so it was not easy, but I think the end result is worth it. I mean, look at that. It looks heaps better already, I think. Oh yeah. Well, all right. Well, I've got it in the shop now, so I'm going to take this hood off, and maybe while it's off, we can try to repair it. And then I'm gonna pull the motor, so that way we can get it ready for a secret surprise. And all right, well, the tractor's up on Amazon jack stands and the hood is off. Time to get the motor out, but first I have to gather up all this wiring. And so last night I got all the wires identified and disconnected. So it's got a total of 4 wires going to the engine. This wire, the hot wire, the ground wire, and a other little wire that runs into the engine. I'm not sure what that one does. All right, so that motor's out, and now all I've got left is this bare frame. Those are the only few wires that this thing really had connected to the engine. But I think next is we're gonna get that steering box out, because I think it's completely frozen, and that's why this steering doesn't work at all. So, somewhere right around right there, this shaft is seized because I'm gonna move the steering wheel and it moves the box. Now, if I were able to hold this and turn the wheel and hold the phone, you'd be able to see that this, somewhere in here, is seized. Nothing else, because it's still not turning. I mean, I'm sure this really does need new grease itself, so it's probably good that I took it out. So, So, it seems like every component on the steering is frozen. So, this gear could not be turning because of the ancient grease in there. That shaft doesn't want to turn. In there, none of that shaft and whatever that contraption is does not want to turn at all. So, the guy wasn't lying when he said it needs steering work. This is ridiculous. But, you know, it's coming along. I'm going to get this goop out and put new goop in. All right. Well, I got this cover fairly clean. It's much better than what it was. I've wiped these gears down, and I think we did pretty well for one video. We got the deck off, we took the motor out, I sorted wiring, started diving into the rabbit hole of my steering issues, and guess what? They work perfectly now. And yeah, I think that'll do.